and sugar and floated the cream carefully on the top. You drink the whiskey and the coffee through the cream. That's what makes it taste so splendid. Now, I wonder where they got the idea from. If you have a friend who likes his draft Guinness, and he tells you he's just popping out for a quick one, don't expect him back too soon.
6 pints of cooking, love. No, I'll do that, Mike. It's my round. 14 pints of cola. Whiskey and vodka. Vodka and lime. I never tried that before. 3 lights in. 3 lights here or brown house? Established. One hand sandwich here? 4. Anyway, that was thanks.
Some of the best things in life are worth a little bit of waiting for. When Arthur Guinness first brewed Guinness in 1759, the world was not quite ready for it. And for many years, Arthur Guinness had to brew ordinary beers as well, to make ends meet. But as the centuries passed by and the world grew up, people began to understand the strong, dry taste of Guinness. And now, over 6 million glasses of Guinness are served every day. But that's just the beginning. You see, when Mr. Guinness first brewed Guinness, he signed a lease for the brewery. And the lease was for 9,000 years. Every Guinness you drink comes in 2 parts, the black part and the white part. The whole point about Guinness is that you drink the black part through the white part. That's the only way to get from the roasted barley, malt and hops the proper, smooth, dry taste that comes only from Guinness. That's why it takes both the black part and the white part to make a Guinness a Guinness. Next time you go into a pub for a pint of draft Guinness, you might like to try doing this. Simply write your initials on the head with a broad-nibbed pen. Then drink as slowly as you like, and still have your initials left at the end. It's not a trick, but something we've been doing in the brewery for years. You see, we believe that a Guinness is only a Guinness when the head lasts through to the end. So, if you don't mind writing on your beer, you might like to try this too. Cheers. Every Guinness you drink comes in 2 parts, the black part and the white part. The whole point about Guinness is that you drink the black part through the white part. That's the only way to get from the roasted barley, malt and hops the proper, smooth, dry taste that comes only from Guinness. That's why it takes both the black part and the white part to make a Guinness a Guinness. Mrs. Angela Hunt has just been down the road for a Guinness or 2. Well, as a matter of fact, 4 or 5. About once a week, usually on Fridays, she gets the urge to pop down the road. Luckily, her husband is an understanding man. He believes that shopping is a woman's job. The annual outing is much the same every year. But whatever the others drink, the real lads stick to beer. And the beer they prefer is the most popular beer in Britain. The trouble was, last year they ran out. So this year, they're taking a little extra.
just heard that the Martians have landed at Stoke Newington and they're ravaging the whole of the countryside with their death rays. Macclesfield has been razed to the ground and the Greater London area has to be evacuated. And the Isle of Man sunk without a trace.
Oh, that's a pity.
When a man finds himself far from home and he fancies a quick one, it's comforting to know that there's one beer he can always be sure of finding.
Guinness, please.
One that he knows will taste just as good as it does in his own local.
Thank you.
Which could be why it's the most popular beer in Britain. To the man who drinks Guinness, every pub's his local. Once upon a time, our founder brewed a beer that became a legend. A beer with a strong, dark body, a light, smooth head, and a taste that has more friends than any other beer in Britain. Now, are you ready for a drink?
Excuse me. I've been looking in tonight and I'd like a nice cold Guinness, please. A what? A nice cold Guinness. You know, cold like ice. I like it.
Well, you're not drinking it here. Cold Guinness? Stole me.
This is my brother. He likes cold Guinness too.
Two cold Guinness, sir. Certainly, sir. They'll be ready for you this evening, sir.
See you then.
Ice-cold Guinness is light, smooth, and rather refreshing. Ask for it at your local. But ask nicely. Once a year, something rather strange happens to our weather. It's called summer, and it's been known to last nearly a week. The most effective remedy is an ice-cold Guinness. That's right, ice-cold Guinness. It tastes light and smooth and rather refreshing. So stick a few in the fridge. Just in case we have a summer this year. Tonight, when you pour yourself a bottle of Guinness, you might wonder whether there's anything you can add to improve that strong, dry taste. After 200 years or so, you might come up with the same answer we did. Another bottle of Guinness. Next time you feel particularly thirsty, try it. You'll find it's exactly twice as good as one bottle.
Get me a Guinness, love, would you?
Here, your dear.
Thanks, love. Why don't you get one for yourself?
If you've got to fetch and carry, do it when you're shopping.
What are you putting that piece of string for? Did you ever try pushing it?
Sammy, get all round.
Mind if I change, Colin?
3 pints of cooking and a pint of Guinness, please.
Ever tried pushing it? Pushing what then? Fella on the piece of string. On the way. I think what? No, he had.
At a certain point in the evening, some men like to change to a beer that tastes a bit different. Our beer. If you're one of these people, you might like to try starting the evening with a pint of Guinness. You'll be a hard man to please after that.
C? Pint of cake. Yeah, what about you? Right, 1 pint of C, 1 pint of cake, 1 pint of extra yellow, 2 pints of Guinness, please. Right, which of these is yours?
The keg's in the centre.
That's the cake, that's the cake there.
No, that's
the
the
C.
right.
That's the C. Yeah, well, that could be the C there.
We'd like people to drink draft Guinness simply because we think it's the best draft beer in Britain. But we suspect there may be other reasons. If you're just finishing a glass of Guinness, are you certain where the next one's coming from? You've still time to pop out and buy some. Meanwhile, we'll play some music for your wife.
Terry? Terry? Last orders, please.
I think that Guinness is a forgery.
It's all right to me.
No, mate, believe me, I'm an expert. Not real Guinness.
You try that.
Well? Well, we all make mistakes.
Next time you buy a pint of Guinness, you could win a £500 luxury holiday. It's the Draft Guinness cartoon competition, and you get the entry form where you buy your Draft Guinness. Cheers. Two bottles of Guinness and one luxury cabin cruiser. Buy the former, and you might win the latter in the mind-boggler competition. You'll find the details where you buy your Guinness. Almost any beer will go when you open it. But which beer is still allowed to mature naturally for weeks inside the bottle? Which is a strong, dry beer that you drink through its smooth, white head? Which is the beer that tastes just the same as it's always tasted? Guinness would like you to think about it. You've never drunk it, never known the first slight shock of the unexpected, never felt that strong blackness blend in your mouth with the coolness of the white. You've never tasted a beer that tastes so much like a beer. But next time you ask for a pint, Guinness would like you to think about it.
Girl's not here yet?
2 pints of Guinness, please, love.
Sorry, this is the cocktail lounge. Rules, you know.
2 pints of cocktail Guinness, please.
We dine of thirst.
Today, you can buy our pint in most of the bars in Britain, if you ask nicely.
Here we are. 2 pints of cocktail Guinness.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Me?
Yes. Is this your local?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Well, since you've been here, have you ever bought a bottle of Guinness?
No, I haven't.
Then allow me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Well,
Great. Never drink anything else.
what? But I thought you said you never bought a bottle of Guinness in here before.
That's right. We just moved in today. Number 44.
On that, are you? Well, that took a bit of getting used to.
What, Guinness? Oh, I don't know. I remember my first pint. I bought it here, actually.
Oh, yeah?
It's round about this time.
But it was a long time before you had your second.
About 10 minutes. You're round.
Morning. 2 bottles of cold Guinness, please.
Oh, sorry, mate, no cold ones.
Oh, well, just as they come, then. It's a pity, that. It's a great drink. Keeps its head and its flavour, even when it's really cold. Don't you keep just a few Guinness on the cold shelf?
No, not really. You're the 19th bloke I've told today. There's no demand. What? I said...
I see you're on the black stuff, then.
Well, this is special.
You drink it on special occasions.
That's right. My wife's just had a baby.
Well, congratulations. Well, what do you like about it? The colour? The head? The taste?
Yeah, all of those.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, what are you going to call it?
Guinness, what else do you call it?
That's what I call a fantastic drink. It's great, it's really great.
Oh, you like it here?
Oh, hello. Well, yeah, but I reckon it's the same everywhere.
Why is that?
Well, it looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it sounds different, though.
Is it really? I've never listened to it.
Yeah, but...
Come on, I'll buy you one. 2 bottles of Guinness, Dave. Do you come here often?
Evening, Jack.
Hello, lads.
2 bottles of Guinness, please, Jack.
Yeah, I can see you're busy. As soon as you can. Thank you very much. You're a bit early tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, we're meeting the girls tonight.
Then we're going to the pictures.
What's the music on? 2 more of the same, please, Jack.
Looks like you two are being stood up, doesn't it?
Oh, that's plenty of time yet.
They've still got half an hour.
Same again.
Oh, that's what I call a real drink. Yeah. Do you know what? They actually mature Guinness in the bottle. Do you know what? That's why you get that lovely head on it.
Do you know what? I think it does something for the taste, too. Do you know what? That's my Guinness you're drinking.
Your glasses, gentlemen, if you please.
Wow. Well.
Well?
I don't believe it.
What'll it be then, Mike?
Oh, I'm another Guinness.
And what about,
Liz, do you want another?
Oh, fine, what do you say?
That's 2 then.
what, Guinness? Well, you both drink it? Come on.
Sure, we have for quite a while now.
Bit of gentle persuasion, eh?
Well, it didn't happen overnight.
I bet. How did you manage it then?
Well, I finally got him to try one.
Oh.
Cheers.
Why does Guinness look like that?
Well, it's a roasted barley.
Why did they roast the barley?
Helps the flavour. Makes it dry. Smooth.
Why smooth?
So it goes down easily.
Then why is the head a different colour?
So you can tell it's the right way up.
Hmm?
Bah, it's hot out.
It's lovely.
Lovely.
Well, it's hot. We like it cold.
It's dry and wet, if you see what I mean.
I can see you've got some up top. Any down below? In the cold.
Oh, you want a dark because it's light and refreshing.
She's got it. She's got it. 4 bottles of cold Guinness, please, love.
Haven't got it. It's been a very hot day. We've sold out. Except these 4 here.
Ooh, it's nice. Well.
Well. Well?
Oh. Well? Well.
If you only have to look at it to know what it is. If you only have to smell the roasted barley and taste the cool dark part through the smooth white part to know what it is, then why do we bother
So that's a
to
pint.
put our name on the glass?
Same again. And, what's yours, Mike? Say no more.
Whenever you open a bottle of Guinness, it goes. And whenever you pour out a bottle of Guinness, it goes. Which tells you that it's perfectly mature, perfectly alive. And ready to drink. Imagine you're very, very thirsty. You go down to the pub and order a cold Guinness. You pour it gently, watching the familiar head forming through the cool, dark body. You take a long drink. It tastes clean, natural, and deeply refreshing. Cold Guinness. Doesn't that look good? At Bodiam Farm in Sussex, they grow some of the finest hops in the world. And they all go to Guinness, where they are blended with homegrown barley and our own special strain of yeast, and brewed into a beer that is quite simply unique. So, if anyone ever asks you how Guinness is made, you'll know what to tell them.
Of course, you'll never guess how it's made.
Don't tell me. It grows on trees.
To brew a beer like Guinness, you need the special roasted barley, malt, and hops,
How's it going then?
and at least 200 years' experience.
Oh, it's coming along.
However, most people take home Guinness with the shopping.
Leslie.
Well, you're going to need some empty bottles, aren't you? All right.
Yes, it's all right.
Take home Guinness and make a lot of it.
Well... And a pint of Guinness, please, George. You wait till later.
It's a bit of an art, pouring a pint of Guinness. To pour it slowly and evenly. To conjure the perfect head, clean and white, from out of the cool, dark depths of the beer. And of course, when you create a work of art, it's nice to dedicate it to someone.
Make it quick, lads.
Could we see the menu, please?
Shepherd's pie, bean, steak and kidney, ham and tomato, cheese and pickles, scotch eggs, sausages.
Hot sausages?
Very.
I'll have a ham sandwich. Shepherd's pie for me, I think. Oh, and a bottle of something to go with it. What would you recommend?
There's one drink at lunchtime that, because of its dry, full flavour, goes down exceptionally well with shepherd's pie, beans, steak and kidney, ham and tomato.
Would Sarah like to taste it?
You may have noticed that Guinness is different from other beers. There's no secret about this. It's the way we roast our barley that gives Guinness its dark, distinctive looks and its clean, dry taste. Which, on reflection, is why some people can't see themselves drinking any other beer.
Fancy seeing you here?
And a pint of Guinness, please, George. You wait till later.
It's a bit of an art, pouring a pint of Guinness. To pour it slowly and evenly. To conjure the perfect head, clean and white, from out of the cool, dark depths of the beer. And of course, when you create a work of art, it's nice to dedicate it to someone. To brew a beer like Guinness, you need the special roasted barley, malt, and hops.
How's it going then?
And at least 200 years' experience.
Oh, it's coming along.
However, most people take home Guinness with the shopping.
Leslie.
Well, you're going to need some empty bottles, aren't you? All right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Take home Guinness and make a lot of it.
Make it quick, lads.
Could we see the menu, please?
Shepherd's pie, bean, steak and kidney, ham and tomato, cheese and pickles, scotch eggs, sausages.
Hot sausages?
Very.
I'll have a ham sandwich. Shepherd's pie for me, I think. Oh, and a bottle of something to go with it. What would you recommend?
There's one drink at lunchtime that, because of its dry, full flavour, goes down exceptionally well with shepherd's pie, beans, steak and kidney, ham and tomato.
Would Sarah like to taste it?
After work, there are some people who relax.
2 pints of Guinness, please. Won't be a second.
And there are some who carry on working.
Right, gents.
2 pints of Guinness, please.
Guinness. There's the gentle pour, the casual separation into black and white. And then, after a hard day, the first slow, rewarding taste. Or would you rather go on working? People have funny drinking habits. There's the shoeshine drinker, the panel beater, the twister, the tap dancer, the change machine, and the Guinness drinker. Watch the calm, unhurried way they enjoy one of the most rewarding drinks in the world. Ask for Guinness where you see this sign.
How about a game of arrows? Getting married in half an hour, remember?
Come on. It's a funny thing. But whenever one of my mates gets married, they always ask me to be best man. Don't know why. I suppose they think they can rely on me to keep calm and in control. Goes with the Guinness. I mean, when you've got something with flavour all the way through, you don't have to down it in one. Can you imagine a calmer, more sensible way to drink?
The ring, John. Have you got the ring?
There's a certain pleasure in slowly putting away the black.
I've missed more goals this season than United centre forward. Switch the telly on, give it a good kick, nice picture, few swigs, and then I'm off to get a refill. Meanwhile, they've scored, or they've missed a penalty. What has happened? Until the wife brought home some Guinness. I should have known. Normally I drink Guinness when I go to the pub just for a one. You know, make it a good one. Guinness keeps its head and its flavour right up till half-time, till I'm ready for another. My team still has its ups and downs, but I don't.
If you know the rules, cricket's the best game there is. Rule number 1, be a slow bowler, not a fast one. 2, make a name for yourself in the slips, instead of all this outfield running. Nice try. 3, bat number 5 or 6. Then before you go in, you've plenty of time for a nice cold Guinness. I say cold Guinness, I'll tell you why. Because Guinness starts off with so much flavour. You don't just taste the cold when it's cold, you can still taste the Guinness. Whoa, look at that. Number 4, go for boundaries. Saves all that running up and down between wickets. Of course, you'll not be out there long, but with another 5 men to go in after you, you've plenty of time for another cold Guinness, haven't you? Bad luck. It's a grand game, is cricket.
And now for the weather around the world. In Bermuda today, temperatures rose to a scorching 100 degrees. While on the Greek island of Corfu, tourists sweltered at 95. In the Algarve, it was 90 in the shade, 10 degrees more than Mallorca. Meanwhile, back here in Britain, some people were a little cooler.